Yeah, that thing was cheesy right there. But anyway, man, welcome to Members Only. We live tonight, kicking it. I'm here with my man Fly, and we're here with Billy Luna, and Fly. He's up and coming, content creator. He's gonna start dropping some fire content for y'all soon, and you already know Billy Luna. He done work with a lot of people. He worked with Lee Cole. He worked with me. He worked with Jordan Molino. Matter of fact, here's a piece of his work right here.
My Gigi with me.
Oh, look at Pooch Potch.
The best.
Is that an Ewok?
Subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video.
No, what the fuck's an Ewok?
What's an Ewok?
From Star Wars. From Star Wars, those little creatures.
No, this is Shih Tzu.
Ah, nice.
Somebody asked me one time, how you spell Shih Tzu? I said shit and zoo. The fuck
Yeah, so we definitely putting in work, so we kicking it tonight. My man Fly here. So yeah, man, that's how we doing it, man. Shout out to, Neef Buck, who else? Dang, he said he's the first person here. Shout out to all of them. We got Amsterdam. Damn, we got Amsterdam in here. Ooh. Yo, we got he said, Man Money said, where's that rooftop video? I got a couple videos. You gotta go through the playlist. Y'all gotta go through the playlist or just go through the videos, man. But I definitely have the videos, man, But what cities are in here? I see we got Chicago in the building. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Amsterdam. New York, Philly. Shout out to Philly. You already know, man. So, Fly, what's the topic today, man? What's the topic? We actually got a couple topics.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Yo and Beezy, that indictment. We're going to be talking about you and, with Brick Baby. And we also, it might get Brick Baby and Sue Surf, Crips out Jersey. They
we got Jersey in the building. We got Trenton. We got Trenton in the building. You know what I'm saying? BX. Buffalo, New York. We got Buffalo, New York in here. We got LA. You get what I'm saying? So, so the Yellow Beezy situation is crazy because it's like each month is a new person indicted for something.
Mm-hmm.
Each month, someone's indicted with something, and it seems like it only happens when it comes to the hip hop culture. Like you don't see anyone else as far as when it comes to checking in, murder for hire, BS, man. But I don't know what you got on that. Am I the only one hearing that noise?
Well, you talking about, yeah. Oh, what noise is it?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like a weird ass noise.
like when?
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Like somebody outside.
Do you hear it fly?
Huh?
It's like somebody outside.
Yeah.
Fly, I can't hear the noise. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
What's it sound like?
Probably like
It
you
sound
outside.
like are you in the car?
Like when?
No, I'm outside. I'm not in the car. I'm walking on the sidewalk.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. That's yeah. I hear that. Yeah.
Well, I walk down a quieter street though. How's it now?
Good. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you talking about Yellow B?
Hold on. He said start with Diddy.
What's going on with Diddy?
What's the news with Diddy? I think they kicked out some case. The guy that had a case against him, they dismissed it, or they didn't follow through with it or something.
I heard Diddy running shit. He's treating the inmates like employees.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Well,
and
he got the cash
because a lot of dudes they trying to get to that money.
They said.
Oh yeah.
Diddy got inmates fighting over making his bed and stuff like that.
Oh.
That's how crazy it is, man. Like when it comes to money. For real.
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, that's it. Money will make your prison stay way, way more comfy.
Yeah, man. But hold up real quick, man. Yeah, so that noise, I still hear it a little bit, but it's getting a little better, you know. So I'm gonna play this little clip while we get things together, and it's on Yellow Beezy.
Hey man, new year, new blessings. You understand me? We made through a hell of a year. You understand? Anybody that ain't for you, anybody that's going against you, anybody that's goddamn negative, you understand me? Ain't bringing no positive vibe. You know, in the words of Gucci, put that ass in the dirt, nigga. Damn, for sure, you did. And we gonna take a toast to that.
So a lot of people say that was a subliminal.
What's a subliminal?
That video I just played where he was just basically saying if people not on your time, put them in the dirt.
He talked.
Okay.
Say that again?
No, I said he talking indirect about the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking now indirect, but just it goes back to what we already talked about, how dudes is snitching on themselves. But I don't really know too much about, the Yellow Beezy situation. To keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I know is, what I'm saying, he got booked, they charging him for the murder. And they saying that video, he was dropping a little subliminal. So that's just that.
Yeah, I mean he got picked up like 4 days ago. There was shooting on an interstate back in 2020, and yeah, apparently, I mean, I personally have beef with him and his crew a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's from Dallas and he's decked out in all the Dallas gear. And I bleed green and white with the Eagles, and I can't condone that kind of shit.
Oh yeah. Come on, it ain't even a rival no more, man. They not even on the Eagles level.
I know.
Yeah, but So Bob said they said one of the killers telling. It's always someone telling.
Oh yeah.
Snitching, it's always one. It's always snitches in the game. So it gotta get to a point where you just accept it. It's just part of the game. Somebody gonna tell if you hate snitches, you gotta stay out the game.
Oh yeah. And now more than ever, I mean, as we know, the younger generation, they all just are kind of more pussies and blah blah blah. So I'm sure you're gonna get an increase in snitches as time goes.
Yeah, man, and it's just crazy out here, man. That's a lot. Just like we talked about how Wack 100. Wack 100, he's vicious with the subliminals, man. It's like every time I hear him talk, it's always something funny. It's some funny shit going around he always claims Big U, and he always claims Brick Baby telling. He always putting that on somebody.
Well, if somebody cries rat enough, you got to look. Is he projecting?
Yeah, that's facts.
That was a bad deal. Okay. And it wasn't until February of 2023 that Brick Baby goes on the internet and says, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von anymore. March, the feds come to Brick Baby's house. I'm screaming, Brick Baby just got picked up by the feds. What's happening? When your court date? We're under the presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone. Brick Baby called 600. He said, the feds been on me since March. We think it's an AK-47 case, right? He wakes up this morning in a panic. He goes on there and starts running his mouth. If you go in there and look at that report, number 4 is a local guy that was dropping Quando's locations. After the when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag?
What was he claiming?
Roll 60s.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60s.
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s.
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
I was like rolling 60s.
He always breaking shit down. He always dissecting the situation, dog. So that's why everybody think he working with the feds, yo. Like I was cracking up when I saw that joint, yo.
Like speaking in the microphone, rolling 60s.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's my big thing with Wack, and it's like, dog. And I seen the one interview where he was sitting with who was it? Loose Cannon, and they was talking about the Nipsey situation. And he was like, so you saying that you telling us that he gave you a phone call and he was basically coaching them through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was damn near just coaching them through the situation. So it's wild, man. It's wild with this with all this gang shit, checking in. We already talked about Big U, man, and yeah, Big U. That looked like a crazy situation, man. Like this dude's coming out of town. I mean, just like I said in my one video, extortion is part of the culture. It's definitely it's part of the culture. So that's just my big thing on it, And he's wild for that. Here go another one. Now, when it comes to the checking in process, it starts as soon as you land. Like you have eyes watching as soon as you hit the LAX. I don't know how they do this, but when it comes to the LAX, they know what time you land, what type of hotel you're in, and what type of driver you have. So if you're not checking in, they know, and they'll sit there and watch you to see if you're checking in. And if you don't check in, that's when bad things start to happen. So the best thing to do is check in. Now, they want you to check in to shoot music videos, to shoot a movie, to sell clothes. You know how it gets. You have rappers, entertainers, you got these sports figures, they come into LA. And these guys are vicious gamblers, so they want to pay to get into these high-stake gambling spots. So they want to catch all the action. They want to know where the good weed at. They want to know where the baddest females are. It's a business, and there's different forms of extortion. Everyone gets a cut of the money. That's real shit, man.
Oh
That's
yeah.
real.
I mean, that's when you talk about in that game, it's like if you're running extortion, that's just entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people scared to go to LA.
You got to pay if you want to fly in LA.
Yeah, a lot of people, and they really, because the Olympics should be there in a couple years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're cleaning all that shit up.
Neef Buck said he told you, remember, that the brick baby was a rat.
Nah, I still don't believe it, man. I still don't believe it.
He used that little paper.
Hold up, you breaking up. I think that I still hear that win.
No, I'm real quiet. Myself, I'm a real quiet street right now.
Yeah. What you was saying, Fly?
Brick baby, they got
Say it again. He said it's Fly.
Brick baby. They got the he got still paperwork for the Sue Surf situation.
Is it official though?
Yeah. Him and Big U got still paperwork for that.
What's in the paperwork?
It's sealed.
Huh?
It's sealed. That means something fishy going. That means they still paperwork. You can't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
I mean, you're not gonna have your paperwork sealed for nothing, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They saying it's on your end, the noise.
They say what?
They say it's on Fly end, the audio, the win.
Oh. Huh.
Cause it's kind of like going in and out on you.
Yeah, he's breaking up when he's talking. Yeah.
Why you fix that? I'm gonna tap into another one. I'm gonna tap into another video.
Nice.
I bet. Even though you'll pay him, and he'll stick the little guys on him anyway, but that's after he gets his cut. So he don't care what happens as long as he get his money first. You have guys that he put his arm around. As soon as they get to the city, something bad will happen. Just like Gillie the Kid. Gillie the Kid was with his sons, and he was supposed to meet up with Big U. Big U didn't show up when he was supposed to show up. But at the end of the day, Gillie the Kid was supposed to get that red carpet because you're supposed to be the shot caller. So you supposed to put that word out that, hey, Gillie's in town. So, make sure he's cool. But these dudes had other plans. They ran down on Gillie and his sons, took the jewelry. A phone call was made to Big U. Big U would play it off, act like he don't know what's going on. Yo, that's crazy because it's like if I invite you out to the city, you know, I'm supposed to roll that red carpet out. And I feel as
Right.
though that's how Big U's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? If you the guy out in your city,
Right.
you know, he said Gillie got robbed for being a dig eater. It's
That's a big use. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
well,
I mean that's right. If you check in with Big U and then something happens to you, that's a reflection on Big U's power, relatively.
yeah, and even if something happened, he was supposed to take care of it. He was supposed to be the
Right.
person to take care of it. Like if I come to your city and something happened to me, you're supposed to take care of it. They said Nipsey, he took care of it. He felt bad and he gave Gillie $20K. But that's nothing.
Wow. Yeah.
That's nothing. You get what I'm saying? So compared to how much he said the jewelry was worth, they said he took like $100K worth of jewelry, but they went to go get it like, you know, they went to go get it appraised and they came back only what? Like 20 to 30 grand, probably 50 grand.
Hmm. Yeah, if you slip and you let somebody get hit and robbed, you at least have to hit the street and get their shit back.
Yeah, man. Like this gang politics shit, like it's it's a lot of you know, politics when it comes to this shit, man. When it comes to the gang stuff. It's just like with Tupac. You know, Tupac was, man, he was doing too much, man. Especially when it comes to MOB and he did get run out. He did get run out of Milwaukee by the GDs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Tell me about that because I never heard about that one.
Yeah, like there's a couple interviews where people saying that Tupac jumped in the crowd, but he didn't jump in the crowd or nothing. But you know, like yeah, we could speak on that. Hold up, real quick. A day before, Robert Yummy Sandifer, he was an 11-year-old gang member. He lost his life to gang violence. Now, while Pac performed, you know, there was some GD members in the crowd yelling "Thug Life," you know, supporting Pac. Now, by the third or fourth song, someone threw some ice at Pac. You know, of course, Pac got mad, cut the music, and asked who did it. Now, the crowd was laughing at Tupac, and, you know, Pac felt like he was the butt of the joke. Now, Pac offered money to whoever that give the person up that threw the ice. I think it was like $100 to $200. Now, the crowd continued to laugh, and guys started to pull out knots of money, calling him a clown, saying things like, "We got more money than you." It was like 4 or 5 different people that pointed to themselves like I did it. You know, they wasn't showing Pac any respect, and they didn't really take him serious. He was a rapper. Now, you know, Pac feels embarrassed, and now he has to stick up for himself because it didn't work when he offered them money, trying to get them on his side. So, you know, he did what Tupac was known to do best. He went on a whole rant, calling them cowards, cussing them out. That's when he brought up the little boy incident. Now, before Pac jumped out the window, he should have known that the incident didn't involve the GDs. It was actually the Black Disciples. But, you know, Tupac's emotions took over and things got crazy. I mean, like, what do you expect gangsters to do when they're disrespected? You don't just challenge a group of killers. If they don't let dudes from around the corner talk to them like that, they're definitely not letting an out-of-towner get away with it, especially a rapper. They looked at most rappers as soft during this time. Now, you know, Tupac had no type of rank or authority to even speak on the situation. But in his eyes, he's sticking up for the kid, which you could respect. But there's other ways to go about it. Plus, the kid was a demon himself. And, you know, another thing is that the incident happened in Chicago, which is like an hour and a half away from Milwaukee. And this was the time where dudes was getting smoked for just wearing their hats a certain way. So dudes from Chicago was definitely in the building heavy. And people started to throw coins and all types of stuff. Now, guys from the back started heading towards the front. So at this point, the whole 4 rows was full of GDs. And someone threw a glass bottle at Tupac and it almost hit him in the head, so that's when things popped off. And he didn't jump in a crowd like people said he did, and it definitely weren't any shots fired at the concert. But I heard guns were fired that night on the street. And of course I wasn't there, but I talked to a couple people that was in the building. A couple of people got trampled. You know, Pac and them got ran out of Milwaukee. Man, they all went to his hotel. They tore the hotel up looking for Pac, and it wasn't even GDs. It was civilians walking around looking for Pac. That's how crazy it was.
Was Pac rolling with like Mob Piru Bloods at the time?
Nah, that was before. That was before that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was before that. But they definitely he definitely got banned from Milwaukee. Like after that, like he was like messing up everybody money. It was a lot of people on that lineup, and so he messed up a lot of people money. Like it was a crazy riot. People getting knocked over. You know, the cameras, the microphones. You know, all the engineers, their equipment. So he cost a lot of money. Even the police, they didn't even want him back. They said, "Man, don't even come back to this joint, man."
Pac is funny, man. I mean, eventually we know what happened. You know, it's like he's just a tiny little pretty boy. I mean, it's like, what the hell? What? I can't believe he didn't get popped sooner if he's acting like this. I mean, I understand if you got like 35 Mob Piru Bloods behind you, but if he's just like an artist out there talking this shit, yikes.
I mean, Pac, he always had heart.
Pac was.
Yo, yeah, that's coming from your end. You got anything in the playing in the background?
Me or Fly?
No, Fly, yeah.
Yeah, Fly's cutting out pretty heavy too.
Yeah. Yeah. That story is one story like a lot of people don't know about. Yeah, Pac, he always had heart, man. Like he'll fight like 6 people. Like Pac don't play those games, yo.
Pac shot 2 off-duty cops.
Yeah, but it's just like it's just like me shooting at 2 white boys. Like what? But
all right, we'll shoot at each other. But what black person? What nigga gonna shoot at a white boy? He shot at 2 white boys that was fucking with a black dude. You know, he was drunk and shit. So they was, I guess, beating him up or whatever. What other niggas would have either pulled their phone out, or it was the 90s. Other niggas would have been, either called the cops, yo, leave them alone, or try to break it up, or just mind their business or whatnot. This nigga actually shot them niggas.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Pac has
you giving Pac stripes for that?
You said what?
I said, so you giving him the stripes for that, huh?
I mean, if you battle, you battle. It really don't matter what race you is. If he still shot 2 niggas. We give each other stripes for shooting our own people, so why not?
Nah, I feel you on that though, but
I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm not saying about stripes and heart. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I know that we revere Pac because he's gone, but he was no tough guy, and I think that's a problem with a lot of people who aren't tough guys. When they try to be tough guys, they got to be tougher guys than the tough guys, and then they end up smoked. You know what I mean? I don't think Pac is a gangster at all.
I don't. But it's the difference between being a gangster and standing your ground as a man, though.
Yeah, but it's like this though. It would have been a 2-on-2. It was two white dudes beating up a black dude. So why he had to pull out a gun? Why he couldn't get busy? Go over there and get busy with them.
I mean, Pac is a small guy. He's a small guy.
But who's to say if he would have went over there and got busy, he wouldn't have got popped right then and there? They was still cops, so they had guns. Probably most likely.
Yeah, that is facts, man.
Well, and cops are also like thugs. Cops are like pretty much gangsters themselves. They're pretty tough, and they are like thugs.
And not to mention, he only shot the niggas because they bust his window out. That was one of the main things. So he took that as a threat. I don't know if they shot the window out, but I know his window did get busted out.
Oh, I never. Yeah, so that's new to me. That's something new to me.
Yeah, so he had every right to shoot them niggas.
Yeah, that's definitely something new. But as you say, but you really caught my attention when you said that we'll shoot each other and give each other stripes. But as far as us shooting at others.
Yeah, my thing is we'll give each other stripes for shooting our own people, but when it come to you did that to a white boy, that don't count. Like what?
Yeah. It is crazy when it comes to the black culture. It's like when you look at all the other cultures, it's like everybody stick together. It's like
Yeah.
say if a white boy go to jail, like the ABs trying to take them in. When the Asians
Right.
they see an Asian person go to jail, they look out. When the Spanish dude get to jail, the Ricans, they show love
Yo,
with the Mexicans. When
that's
someone
the
black
best.
go to jail, it's black people that's plotting on their shoes. Like, damn, like I got those. I'm a take him for what he got. You know what I'm saying? I want
Hmm.
his shoes.
Don't
That's just
nobody
our culture.
stick together like the Hispanic car though.
Exactly.
They gonna
Or
make
what
sure
And
about
you.
there's
the
more of them
Asians?
too.
Or what about the Asians? It's like the Asians. Like
But
you
but
never
like
hear about the Asians in the media. You never hear about the Asians anywhere. Like all you hear is gang bangers and everything. But there's Asian gangs too. But you don't hear that much about them.
There's that one guy on Vlad, right? That's about the only thing he hears. That one dude, that one
What's his
Asian
name?
guy.
What's his
What the
name?
hell is his name? China Mac or something?
Oh yeah, China man. But
I
we
don't even.
got
I
some.
don't even know.
You ever heard of TRG in Philly? Like the Asians in South Philly?
No, I haven't.
All right, let me put you up on something.
As you see in this
Cool.
picture, to the left you have OG Kim, the shot caller, stone cold knockout artist. Yes, his handwork was out of this world. He pit dudes down with the fists. Now, you see he have a free hot shirt on. Being from the Philadelphia area, he picks up some of the culture. These guys be on dirt bikes, four-wheelers, and they known to play them strip clubs. The ladies love them when they in the spot, because they're known to throw the most money, more than your favorite rappers, which there is stories of them throwing more money than Meek Mills. So these the guys you don't want to have a money throwing contest with, or a bottle popping contest with. Before Vanity Grand shut down, these guys had it on smash. Like every weekend, these dudes would go in there and act a fool. And it was nothing. Bottles. It was something crazy. If you thought you was getting money, you stepped in there with these dudes, man, you will leave sad.
That's the Philly agents for you. But you never hear them in the media. You never
Bob
hear
said
anything.
the Asians really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the feds don't mess with them or anything because it's like a language barrier. Like as far as
Exactly.
the government,
Culture, language.
yeah, it's hard to catch them because who you gonna have be an informant that's undercover, that's agent that know how to speak their language?
I mean,
Right.
not only that, it go back to like racial profiling. They not going like an Asian. You thinking they working a job, whatever.
IT.
The cops,
You think he's the
the,
IT guy?
the cops. They not the Asian nigga. He getting the money. He running around getting bread and shit. But the cops, they not really paying attention to the motherfuckers. That's how they could be low key.
Right. Right.
In fact, they get money and they definitely get money and stay out the way. I think
Oh
we should
yeah.
take notes. I think we should take notes from them.
Yeah, but they with the business though. If you push them, they definitely with the business.
Oh yeah. No, they're yeah. You don't want to. There's many Asian gangs. You don't want to fuck with. So was that group you just showed that video from? Are they in Chinatown in Philly?
They're South Philly. Yeah, so
South Philly.
they all over. They're in different parts of South Philly.
Right.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
they got stores, businesses, them. You'll see them. They used to. Well, it's a strip club called Vanity Grand, and Onyx. They used to come through. They used to do their thing, man.
Yeah, I
They
used
used
to
to do their
work at a
thing.
parking garage in Chinatown when I was at
Yeah,
Temple. Parking cars up in this concrete garage. There's a lot of little Asian gangsters around.
yeah, man. So the fans never mess with them. They low key. So I think people need to take notes from them. You don't hear them on the podcast. You don't hear them, speaking on their business.
Do y'all think
Exactly.
do y'all think the feds targeting like Crips right now? Because Yellow Beezy, he's a Crip. You got the Rolling 60s out in LA. You got the 60s out in Jersey, Sue Surfing them. So it's
Well,
like,
they cleaning the house. You know, all these gangs, like just like I said, every other month you hear some shit. You hear some shit going on. So
Yeah.
they just cleaning house, man. And it's I mean these dudes they're in a good opportunities. Like they just taking up space. They got the opportunity to make money. They on these podcasts. They got the name, and they still wanna affiliate themselves with the gang banging shit.
all right. So what y'all think about because last time we was on live we talked about should we blame the platforms for the questions they ask and whatnot. So in the indictment for Brick Baby, Adam No Jumper, they in the indictment and whatnot. No, is it Brick Baby? It was either Brick Baby or Loose
Wack
Cannon.
100. Wack 100's in the indictment.
No, I mean, but they have an interview from No Jumper. Somebody
Oh,
describing
right.
the crime. Yeah, somebody.
There you go.
describing the crime
Evidence.
of No Jumper.
Some people call it an interview. Some people call it evidence.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, now it's like before it was like, Vlad, he used to always say, I'm not even in the paperwork, but now we have a platform that's actually in the paperwork now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't blame the person that's asking the question. You gotta blame the guy that's answering them. That's how
But
I
I
look
mean,
Yeah,
at it.
that's literally, that's just Vlad's job.
Yeah, just like we compared this to like Joe Merlino interview. Like he said, I don't know nothing about that. I don't want to talk about that. So you really can't blame the person that's asking the question. They don't know no
Exactly.
better. Well, they should know better, but
I mean,
just like
Adam.
I was watching Gully TV and they said like they let the white boys ask questions and get away with the shit that black people can't get away with. Like a black platform can't ask these certain questions to these dudes. They'll look at them crazy.
Yeah, that's facts. But like
Yeah.
I think Adam and Vlad they two different entities because it's like Vlad. I feel like he don't got nothing to do with people getting caught up, but I feel like with Adam is different because it's a lot of shit that go on at that workplace and shit. You got niggas getting stripped, getting beat up, stuff like that. You got he got all these gang members on payroll. Yeah, they need jobs too. I feel that, but it's like he should take more control over his over the environment over there though.
That was
yeah,
bad,
dude.
though.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was.
then it's like the day Brick Baby and Loose got picked up. It's a clip of Brick Baby with a gun on his hip on the podcast. That's unprofessional, So it's like when you gonna like that environment, take control of the environment.
Well, that's like Vlad always said. Vlad's got like off-duty cops as security. You can't get gangbangers as security. That's insane. That's such liability for a legitimate business. It's like remind you like when the Rolling Stones hired the Hell's Angels to do security at their concert, and then they started stabbing and beating everybody. It's like
and it's like like it's crazy because it's like you see the way Death Row went down. And you still got people out here moving crazy like that. It's like y'all see how Death Row played out.
Definitely.
Right. And that's like took a lot of people down with them.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
but it's like.
No, I'm not. Coley said, "Nah, we can't blame them for asking the questions and whatnot." But my thing is, it's not about them asking the questions. It's about the environment. It's not like No Jumper. It's the whole environment. It's too much going on over there.
It's too much going on. Yeah, the violence. You saw the video with Brick Baby talking about, oh, I'm about to put Kill Squad on the street. I got Chili with me. Like that joint's classic, dog. Like, he don't play no games. He's not playing with Brick Baby was not playing with these dudes out there, man. Like these dudes is really serious. But it's
Brick Baby pump faking, man.
Nah,
I hear heavy squawking in the background. Do you hear that squawk in the background?
Is it me?
I don't know. I just hear a lot of like in the back. It's like there's a constant like.
It sounds like that's your echo.
Is it?
No, I hear my echo too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Look,
yeah.
Knee Buck coming at my neck. Why you coming at my neck like that, yo? Why you coming at my neck, man? Like, I think he official, man. Like, until somebody prove me wrong. But I'll talk about something. He said, "You think Brick Baby like?" Yo, he definitely like that, man. Y'all saw the clip when he talked about robbing Big Meech.
But my thing is,
They was plotting on Big Meech's chain. I think they was plotting on Big Meech and no, it was Jeezy or somebody. They was plotting on Brick Baby was telling a story where they was plotting on Jeezy or Big Meech in the club.
It was Beezy.
Yeah, but they said, man, they had some big. It was some people with them. They had some big shit, and that's what I'm saying. In our culture, why we can't just go out and have a good time? Like, you never hear like somebody out there plotting to rob Pitbull or some shit like that. You never hear nobody out there, plotting to rob like Taylor Swift or somebody. Like, it's always just us.
Like Katy Perry and her crew are like going to stomp out Taylor and grab her necklace.
Exactly.
But at the same time, just because we don't hear about it, don't mean nobody be trying to press up on them. We just don't hear about it. The problem with our culture, they want to put everything out there for the world. You got, it's trust me, I believe this shit going on with every race. It's just that we run our mouths too much. We the only culture that's getting grabbed for interviews, getting indicted off of interviews. You don't got the Italians; they don't get indicted off interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the snitches do. I mean, the snitches. You got Gene Borello in jail right now. He's a snitch.
Yeah, it's this podcasting thing is getting bad. It's I don't know what to say. It's getting bad. It's like how can people change it? How can people change it? Because it's like the self snitching shit. That's what sells. That's what gives views. When they see a person like Brick Baby, he got the guns. People pulling the guns out. That's what's getting views and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, nobody want to see these gangbangers talk about the new Drake album. Nobody want to hear that. 20. What is it? It's No Jumper, right? Yeah. So No Jumper. They most views come from the violence and all the gang banging and all the beef stuff. That's what the views are coming from.
Drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sells. That's why you don't talk about. You don't want to hear anybody doing anything. I mean, I think, to be honest with you, I think Vlad wasn't in love with Joey Merlino's thing because he didn't say anything. Because, you need to have that. I mean, you look at and the thing is, it's just straight silly. It's like Bruce Rivers says, stop self-snitching. But it's like Wack 100. I don't even know what to make of him, man. I mean, he's like supposedly a Pacoima blood, but good God. I mean, did you see that Adam show? It's like, first of all, the show is 5 hours long. Does anyone actually watch 5 hours of that?
Yeah, people just go in and out of it, like
Jesus.
Like me, it's like I just skimmed through it, but they did have a good little podcast when they brought everyone together. Like they had Adam, they had Wack,
right.
They had a couple people. They had Trap
that British Hall. Dude.
Yeah.
Right. Now tread lightly with this, because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you because I know what you was trying to do.
Okay.
So since you so thorough, did you read what Big U said he did to me? No, either you gonna play smart or dumb. Did you read it?
Yes. Can I say one thing?
What did you
Can I
find
say one thing in my defense first?
That's the bullshit and the real shit.
This him on a wiretap bragging to somebody else, possibly.
Right. Right? Yeah. But you sent it like it was real.
On this originally and said begging. I never said begging.
But you sent it like it was real.
I was just reading what you sent me.
That's the part he's mad about, the begging. I never said that.
No, but I'm saying, though, the part I'm mad about is you act like we cool. You didn't send it to me and say, Wack, what's up with this? You did the ass shit you do, but they just can't catch you. So I'm here to let you know as a man, you's a bitch ass nigga for that.
No, he's not.
Yo, why he come at him like that, though?
Wack he don't know how to hold his composure as a man, dog. He disrespect niggas off the rip, like.
It's like, why did he go that route? Why did he have to go that route? With the you got this innocent dude this dude from London that he don't even hurt a fly. So why are you trying to intimidate it just because you're trying to control the room? When it comes to a podcast, you're supposed to you're supposed to really respect the other person's opinion, like
Right.
agree to disagree. Like
Right.
when me and my people, like you can be a heavy viewer on my channel. I'll be going back and forth with people in the comments. That don't mean we hate each other.
Right.
But like,
right.
But he
like,
try to intimidate these dudes. Like he be insulting. He'll insult you. He'll insult what's his name? Adam. He'll insult guys like you know, he kept calling Adam like, you don't know what you're talking about. You just a white boy. And then you see how he was coming at this the dude, Trap Lord Ross, whatever his name is. He was like, man, he said, man, I'm trying to tell myself not to do something to you. It's like, what?
man, like, but the
Yeah,
thing is,
exactly. That's some unprofessional. That's some unprofessional bullshit right there. You know, I mean, listen, I mean, this guy, first of all, Adam is not a gangbanger. He's just a white dude from Massachusetts or whatever. You have a show with the millions of dollars you're making. You get armed security. And I hate to say this. I mean, I don't want to get, hate from the comments, but the biggest, toughest gang in LA, the most bloodthirsty gang, the LAPD. You hire LAPD off duty. That's what like 50 Cent does. And it's like, that's like, they're going to have, you have armed big ass security all around. That's how you run a professional business. I mean, this isn't like to get cred on the streets, and this isn't a street gang. This is a business.
Trap Lord Ross, he got to understand this is what comes with it though. You do documentaries on niggas and you put certain information out that niggas don't appreciate. That's what come with it. The thing is, people seeing DJ Academics was the sacrificial lamb. Like niggas seen what niggas pressed that nigga about the videos he did on Chicago. So that's what come with it, dog. Like Wack ain't the first nigga that pressed him, and he ain't gonna be the last.
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the deal. If you portray yourself as a tough guy, if Trap Lord was saying like, oh, I'm a tough guy, I'm a gangster, I'm grimy, okay, I get it. But if you're just a little English guy like Little Lord Fauntleroy, it's like, what the hell? I mean, he's like a journalist, you know what I mean? So, and like members only said, that's a problem with Adam's spot, okay? It's like, you don't get that in Vlad's spot. I mean, Vlad doesn't have these kind of panel discussions, but Vlad has off-duty cops like Patrick Bet-David. When he has like Michael Franzese and Sammy the Bull, you got a bunch of like big Israeli armed security guards and shit. That's professional,
Let me ask you something, Billy. If you decide you want to make some money and sell a little bit of weed, you just an innocent dude that's just trying to make a couple dollars. If you get
are you trying to indict me for my college years, man? You trying to get me for how I went through college?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
I'm only kidding. I'm kidding.
So let's say you start selling weed, then you get robbed. Do you call the cops? Because you innocent, but it's like that's what come with it. You can't expect not to get robbed just because you innocent. If you jump in that lane, that's what comes with it.
Well, but selling weed. Well, first of all, I mean, selling weed's about. Let's say selling something worse than weed because weed's legal, And it's like if you're selling, something worse than weed, exactly. You're doing this illegal. You gotta handle your security and do that. But this guy is not. He's not selling illegal drugs. He's just like reporting hip hop news.
Weed is legal where you at. In certain states, it's not legal. So
right.
We just gonna say weed. So if you get robbed, do you expect nothing to happen just because you look at yourself like a civilian just trying to make some extra money on the side?
If I get robbed doing what? Selling weed where it's illegal?
Just selling weed, just period.
Period.
Like.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where I am,
All right. Let's just say this: selling anything. Because you could get robbed in the suburbs too, so it don't matter where you at. Selling anything.
Oh yeah.
Do you expect not to get robbed or nothing to happen? Anything to happen? Do you expect anything that do you go into it thinking that nothing should happen to you because you're not violent or anything like that?
Well, I'm a civilian. You know what I mean? I'm and I'm not dealing in those circles, but I mean. Like, here's the deal. I mean, I know that certain people have authenticity. So, for instance, like, there's a guy named Skinny Joey Merlino. Okay, we know him. I don't think, everybody talks about slapping him and shit. I really wouldn't advise doing that. And trust me, the cops won't be called. Okay, but then you have Adam 22. You've got Vlad TV. You've got Trap Lord, Little Lord Fauntleroy. Did you look at Vlad with his like black pants and his white socks? I mean, what a freaking dork. But these guys, they're straights.
The point I'm trying to make, it don't matter what background you come from. If you jump in a situation where it could be danger, that's what comes with it. So you can't be surprised if it does happen. Basically, what I'm saying. He jumped in
Sure, I
that
get it.
world. He talking about, he's not a street dude, but he's talking about street politics though. You're talking
Right.
about the streets, so you're involving yourself. Once you start, like, mind your business, stay out the streets.
And you walking around, and you hanging with these dudes. Like, it don't just stop there. Like, I was like, when they have their show, it don't just stop there. They going out chilling. They going out to the club. They probably having a couple drinks. Like, you're hanging around these type of gangbangers, you know. So what if somebody pick up Adam just for him being affiliated with these dudes? Because there's a lot of bad shit that's going on around that studio.
And I think,
Well, yeah.
And I think it's
Go
like,
ahead.
dog, you from the UK, you're not even from America, and you speaking our shit,
That's always funny to me when you hear stuff like that. I remember there was the movie about Biggie and Tupac that was by the British guy Nick Bloomfield, and he's always like, Tupac and Biggie were the best of friends. I can never wrap my mind around like a British guy doing hip hop.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy in LA. It's like in LA. It's like everybody know everybody's business.
Yeah, no, and the other thing is too,
it's not supposed to be that way. Like how someone what Wack 100 he Pyru, right?
yeah, he's
So
supposedly a
Pyru,
coin.
how does someone from Pyru know like Roller 60 business? I don't
exactly.
understand that.
Well, he explained it recently. He said he knew all Brick Baby business basically because the females. She was fucking the blood that was cool with Wack. So when Brick Baby got locked up, she called the blood nigga, and the blood nigga called Wack like, "Yo, I'm about to slide over her crib. This nigga just got booked." Because she was fucking another nigga on the side. So you know how that go. A female know all her man business. She gonna lay next to another nigga and tell all his shit.
Let me play this video one more time. How Wack 100 be breaking shit down. Let me play it one more time.
That was a bad deal. Okay. And it wasn't until February of 2023 that Brick Baby goes on the internet and says, I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von anymore. March, the feds come to Brick Baby's house. I'm screaming, Brick Baby just got picked up by the feds. What's happening? When your court date? We're under the presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone. Brick Baby called 600. He said, the feds been on me since March. We think it's an AK-47 case, right? He wakes up this morning in a panic. He goes on there and starts running his mouth. If you go in there and look at that report, number 4 is a local guy that was dropping Quando's locations. After the when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag?
What was he claiming?
Roll 60s.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60s.
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s.
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that?
You said
y'all don't see nothing wrong with that?
What? How he know all that?
How he just break this shit down? It's like he be in everybody's business. Like,
right? That's not snitching.
I mean, I understand
at least the dry kind.
That's his job. He a podcaster. That's his
Is
job.
he?
But it's like
he's Pyru. He's Pyru. Are you talking about Vlad?
No, I'm talking about Wack 100.
Yeah, he's supposedly Pyru. I mean, it's got to be at least dry snitching, right?
I don't know, man, but it's
you tell
crazy.
me.
A lot of these dudes getting indictments, and all this podcast stuff is being brought up in the courtroom.
Yeah, but the other thing about Wack 100, see, the other thing, just to get back on the thing we were talking about before about the environment of No Jumper, is that you got like lefty gunplay coming around, and then you got like norteños. It's like, dude, you got like Bloods, you got Crips. It's like, if you have one side as your security, who's to say that 40 members of the ops are going to pull up? Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, but stuff like that'll start a gang war. So that's why I think they be really treading light on each other, because you picture someone from the Roller 60s, they put their hands on Pyru or vice versa. That'll start something.
It depends on the Pyru, I think.
Everything gotta be like mutual. Everything gotta be like, all right, y'all gonna just catch a fade, and then we go our separate ways. It ain't. That's what I noticed, because a lot of dudes from the Rolling 60s and Pyru, they talk shit about Big U and everything, but you don't see nothing happen. They always talk shit about each other on the West Coast. and you don't see nothing happen compared to Philly. You know what I'm saying? When rappers beef in Philly, it's some shit, it's some shots fired, niggas rumbling, niggas cussing each other. When they come to LA, it's like they just talking.
Need Buck got a point. He said he think Wack the law. I don't know. He after seeing niggas, everybody around Wack got picked up, but Wack. So I'm starting to question that a little bit too.
I mean, that's what Big U said. Big U said he won all the contracts. That's what Big U said.
I'll tell you though, I mean, there's this and there's that, but Wack, man, he seems like he has a radio station. Like, I mean, he talks more than anybody every day. It's like, what about gangsters moving in silence? I don't know, man. Is this what is? It's strange to me. I don't get it.
I guess he ain't a gangster, and he told us he wasn't a gangster when he did that when he started rocking with 6ix9ine. He all about where the money at.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
is Wack a gangster?
I mean,
he
yeah,
claims Pyru. He wears red.
One thing I know, he can fight though. I saw him fight those two bulls.
Does
White bulls. He beat their ass.
But does that make him a gangster though? Like he don't. Nobody vouches for the nigga. Nobody.
Right, and then also he fought when he knocked out Stitches, the fake rapper from Miami or whatever, for Game. I mean, that doesn't make him a gangster either.
Anybody could get knocked out if they get snuck. If you trying to fight somebody, you trying to fight one dude and another dude came out the blue and stole you, that can happen to anybody. You focus on one person.
Yeah.
LA politics is where I could never understand it, man.
Well, it's complex, man, because it's not like you said. You just said before, like it's like, okay, if you jump a Crip jumps a Blood, or vice versa, or whatever, that there's going to be a gang war. That's not how it works. I mean, it's mostly Crip on Crip violence. And then look at the Rolling 60s. I mean, a Crip from his own set shot, Nipsey, and then like Big U and Nipsey. It's just like, the Rolling 60s are there's strife within that set. Forget about Blood and Crip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's facts. Yeah, Bob said once the gang members say they're not gangster no more, they leaving the door open to tell. That's facts too.
Yeah.
That's facts.
If you're wearing red, I mean, come on, stop wearing red if you're not going to be a gangster.
Yeah, but it seemed like these shot callers. These are the so-called shot callers. Big U, Wack 100, and there's other guys that we don't know about, but. Looking at these guys, it's like, yo, y'all the shot callers, but it seems like a lot of these little dudes don't respect y'all because they talk shit about y'all, and plus, look how y'all moving.
Right.
Look how y'all moving. So that's just my thing. A lot of people like to stream, shot callers. Like, how many people you gave jobs to? How many people you actually made a boss? So that's what a real boss do. That's what a real shot caller do. A real shot caller put his people on.
Does anybody have that picture of the list of people that got picked up for the indictment for Big U thing?
Yeah, I could pull it up.
Yeah, you have that one, but it was on the background last time.
Because I just want to go back to that picture real quick.
See, this a real right here. This a real leader right here, OG Turtle.
Oh yeah.
This a real shot caller. He was all about money. You get what I'm saying? Compared to these guys, he was all about his money. He was all about leadership. And he didn't smoke, he didn't drink. And the crazy thing is, he had an OG pass in every other hood. Like in other hoods he was with the Crips.
Oh, all right.
And he had a pass. He was fucking with Bloods, Mexicans. So he had a pass that, normally, like a normal person wouldn't even have, yo. Like he had Bloods at his funeral. And you talk about this dude that was in a gangbanging culture in the 80s. This was a true leader. So you looking at this guy all about money, all about putting money in people's pocket compared to, Wack 100. It's like, oh, what you doing?
Right. red and blue make green. Wack 100 is just, he's out for himself. And he does rep like what? He reps Blueface. He's a schoolyard crip. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Wack, maybe there's just no more teeth anymore on the street. But if there is teeth on the street, I feel like Wack could be in danger.
I don't know. Let me pull this picture up. Let me play this. Let me play y'all something real quick before I pull this picture up. It's about RICO.
The alibis ain't matching up. Bullshit catching up. You hit with the RICO, they repo that vehicle. Shit was all good just a week ago. About to start snitching, ain't you? Ready to start bitching, ain't you? I forgive you. I forgive you. Hustling just ain't you. Aside from the fast cars, honeys that shake their ass in bars, you know you wouldn't be involved with the underworld dealers, carriers of Mac Millie, East Coast bodiers, West Coast cat pillars, little monkey niggas turn gorillas.
Interesting. Is that sarcasm though?
That was back when they hit that RICO on Young Doug and them.
Yeah, man.
They
can't even. Yeah.
So remember how
you talking about, right?
Yeah, remember how we spoke on what's his name? Oh, I don't even know how to say his name. The Asian or the Chinese dude. Some of these they say
China Mac.
They say
no, the guy that's in the picture. He's like the third from the last row, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but some of these people that got picked up not even in the gang. They just was doing business with Big U. So some of these people they just like civilians that got picked up.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So yeah, they gonna be the first to fold. If they, they already folded. But
they use these companies for money laundering though.
But,
so they use these businesses for money laundering. So it's like they just like they said when the feds pick you up, they got something. So they look innocent, but they could be moving something. They could be transporting something. Like the one girl, from the on the second row, all the way to the last. I think she had like a food truck. She had like a food truck business.
But my thing is, what I think was happening was, they was doing that, but I think they was being forced to do it. Like Big U was like pressing niggas and shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, because he had control when it comes to those spots. Like food truck, like they be getting distorted too.
Oh yeah,
it's like
everything.
Because it's like some of these people that got picked up, they might have not had a record before this.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like,
and like you said, like when the Fed put down a RICO like this, like that they got it locked up, because if they don't, the feds that bring that will lose their job. That's their reputation. They can't even play like that. Everything's a slam dunk for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Somebody gonna tell. It's just too many people involved for everybody to be standing up. It's too many people involved, dog.
Let's talk about that AK-47 Brick Baby got caught with. Before he even got picked up for this shit. He was a felon. He was already a convicted felon, and he got caught with an AK-47. How he get off that?
Ooh, that's a good question right there.
He claimed that he was a DA reject, but I never heard no shit like that.
Yeah.
So he ain't cuff up or nothing, or he just didn't get a court date.
They picked him up. He got arrested and shit. He was booked. They booked him.
Yeah, that's serious. Yeah. The AK-47. That's serious charge.
Yeah, in California, that's no joke. That's even worse in Like in Pennsylvania. See, the thing about Pennsylvania is that there's a lot of hunters there. You can actually carry a lot of guns around Pennsylvania, but California does not play that shit with the law.
Break that down to us. So, Billy, if you get caught with an AK-47 in Cali and you already a convicted felon, how are you coming home from that?
There's got to be mandatory minimums, right? I don't know the exacts, but I got to think at the very, very minimum, you're doing 7 years. Like, if you get a day, you're doing 7 years at least, probably 7 to 10.
Damn, at least 7 years. Damn.
So
Well,
basically,
I mean, if you're a convicted felon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the gun laws out there are strict, huh?
Oh yeah. This is like Pennsylvania. Like if you have an AK, you probably get away with it.
Compared to New York, who you think?
Well, New York is strict too. Oh, well, New York is bad too. I'd say they're very similar. I think California and New York very similar laws.
Okay.
Like with guns.
So
very tough.
Oh, so I thought New York was like the strictest joint when it comes to the gun stuff.
Oh yeah, it's been that way for a long time. They used to call it the Sullivan Law. You know, if you get popped with a gun, you're in big trouble in New York.
Damn.
So basically, Brick Baby shouldn't have been home after that because he came home like it seemed like a week or two later.
Well, I mean, like once again, like, you know, of course, we could talk fairy tales here. Fairy tales are like, oh, they busted him wrong. There was police, blah blah blah. His lawyer got him off, but that's probably unlikely. You know, it's probably more likely if he gets out within 24. You know, he's talking to the detective.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, we just gonna have to step back and just see what's going on, man.
And even with that Dirk picture you pulled up, we still don't know who that one person that gave the drop. They said the person was from Cali, from LA.
Hey, just like what Wack 100 said in that one video. Wack 100 said he was the one that gave the drop. He thinks Big Baby gave the drop.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I believe Brick Baby got picked up before Dirk got picked up. Brick Baby got picked up for that AK-47, I think.
It's tough to tell when people are crying rat. You know what I mean? For instance, remember one thing, I don't know if you remember, when Nipsey got popped, he was saying to Eric Holder, you got some funny paperwork or something. And then, of course, people have tied Eric Holder to Big U. It's just, man, this stuff will like just spin your brain. Who fucking knows?
There's also people that said Nipsey never called him a rat.
Mm-hmm.
So right. I believe that was just a whole setup anyway.
It's messy. It's messy out in the West Coast, yo.
Yeah, man. It seems like everybody that, if you're an artist out there, they die. You got Nipsey, he died out there. He from out there. Pop Smoke, Biggie. Like,
yeah, P&B Rock.
Right.
It's messy out there, man. A lot of people's houses getting robbed too. Draymond Green, his son got robbed, and this was after he gave Big U. He donated $20,000 to Big U Enterprise. Yeah.
Billy, are you around you from LA, right?
I'm from Philly, but I've lived in LA forever.
Okay, so did you ever encounter any did anybody ever press you out there, ask you where you from or anything like that?
No, I mean, that's I'm just like, I'm just a white dude. You know what I mean? It's like you don't really get pressed like that. You know what I mean? It's like if you're a brother, of course you're gonna get pressed. I've never had anybody ask where I'm from, but it's not like I'm rolling deep in South Central or anything either.
No, I just wanted to ask because I never seen anybody any other race talk about getting pressed. I know the Mexicans, they got their thing going on out there, so I didn't know how.
Oh well, let me tell you something. If you came out here, Fly, and you start walking around these hoods, guarantee you get pressed immediately.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious of the. We gotta be cautious of the colors we wear and shit when we go out there.
Right, yeah. Right. Yeah, you gotta watch the dress code.
They still on colors though, because it's like Bloods and Crips. They ain't beefing no more. They ain't shooting at each other for colors.
I think it'll draw attention for them to ask you where you from.
Yeah.
There's a lot of colors though, man. There's red, there's blue, there's purple, there's black.
A lot of people mistake burgundy from a lot of people mistake burgundy from red.
Shit.
I remember when I went out there, we went to this we was in East LA, and we went to this little spot. It was just nothing but Mexicans there, yo. Like nothing. Like me and my baby mom, we was sitting there eating. It was nothing but Mexicans.
Right. If there's like, because there's a lot of brown on black stuff and vice versa, and if you get caught in the middle of like some hot, active brown on black stuff shit, that's like it's just like on site, and it's just totally racist, you know.
But I heard like Bosco said, he said, man, black people they quick to squash beef with Mexicans though, but not with each other though.
Right. That's like you said before. And that's the thing is like, you know, that's something that needs to be worked on because, you know, I mean, that's like a small group. If you stick together, you can beat a big group. You know, that's what it's all about, sticking together.
Yeah.
Shit, even if you wear the wrong hat out there, they on you.
Oh yeah. You better know your baseball teams, you know?
But that's more like that's more like the 80s and 90s. I don't think it's like that no more.
Well, there's definitely a lot of specific sports teams associated with certain sets, you know. And if you're in the wrong neighborhood,
they still wear the hats though. Like if you see Hoovers, like what's that one? Something Jab. He a Hoover. He you know, well before he got locked up, he booked right now, but he you know he wore his hat for the Hoovers. That H with the star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, let me just take this quick opportunity to tell everybody, you know, I work with Skinny Joe and Merlino, and Joey's got this huge podcast he's dropping on Thursday where he's got some really big shit popping off with, well, I'll give you a hint, might relate to Gene Barella. And you got to check it out. And also, I'm dropping a preview of it with a lot of inside information on my show at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Yo, drop
Billy
the link.
Luna.
Before we go, drop the link.
Yeah, I'll drop it. Before it's over, I'll drop it. But Billy Luna, if you just Google Billy Luna or drop it into YouTube, you'll find Billy Luna. But trust me, this stuff is explosive.
Yeah. Yeah, he putting in that work, man. But yeah, we over an hour, man. We definitely over an hour. You know, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. It was a good conversation. It was a little last minute. I ain't even gather like anything to go, but it was cool.
No, it's good. It's always good with you guys. I mean, you guys are the best. It's fun for me to sit down with both of you. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's good shit. You know, Fly doing this thing. You know, Billy Luna. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Anybody got anything else?
Man, good talk with y'all, man.
Well, just one thing about Fly, real quick. Fly I think he's great, man, and I think you got to get him popping like this. I think you got to get him his own platform.
Yo, he definitely going do his thing.
I appreciate it, man. All love, I appreciate it.
Yeah, he definitely gonna do his thing, though, man. If y'all like members only, y'all definitely gonna like Fly for real.
Yeah, I'm working on it though. You know, members, he be on me about it, so you know I'm working on it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
No, you got to do it, bro, because you got a great voice. Okay, you got a great voice, like, and you're cool like members, and you know, you seem to be really up on all this shit. Like we're relying on you pretty heavy for the research, you know.
Well, you know, it's a teamwork make the dream work, you know.
Exactly, bro. It's always about that.
Balling is a team sport, man.
Yeah, you know, I ain't know nothing about the Pac stuff until, you know, today about that situation.
Oh,
yeah, it's good. Like, remember, if you do research, you learn. So I love just jumping on any show because I'll just try to just like educate myself beforehand, and it's nice to expand your knowledge like that. But you know, Members is a good guy. Your cousin's a good guy because he's different, man. He's different. He's different on many levels, just in terms of talent, but he's also different as a stand-up, straight-up guy. Because early on, he did something with me that was like, whoa, this guy's different.
Yeah, you know, he thorough, real sturdy. Somebody said, Billy Luna is the man.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm not even looking at comments. Everybody, if anybody said anything to me, I'm sorry. I appreciate you all. I haven't looked at any comments on this whole thing.
And somebody before that said we gotta do this again more often.
Oh man, I told anytime you guys, because you know, to me, it's just fun talking to you guys. I could do it anytime. I told Members that anytime I'm down.
Yeah, anytime, man. Like anytime y'all want to hop on, y'all can just hit me up. You know, I'm down, man.
Yeah, shout out Nick, man. We rock with y'all too. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us.
Yeah, no, my Members, like, you know, like I said, with him, there's nothing I wouldn't do for this guy, man. He's proved so solid to me. I got a friend in him, and he's got a friend in me for sure. And yeah, that's why it's fun too. It's like you guys are smart and fun to talk to. This isn't a show. This isn't work. This is just a conversation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Definitely. But next video we definitely gonna talk about some old school stuff.
Bet.
You know, and get it popping, man.
We should maybe let's ask the audience. Should we tap in? Should we next time we get on here? Should we talk about JBM since we got the stars thing? You know, they working on that.
I definitely want to tap in on Randy Love, because you know Randy Love made a recent statement that said Alpo never paid Preacher, but Randy Love never stayed out of jail. He was in jail the whole time, and you got to look at it like this. If they attempted to extort Alpo, you think that's going to stop after the first time?
Right.
So
right.
You know, so we definitely going to talk about that. You know, so
hey, needs buck.
That's the problem with blackmail and extortion. That's just you're just gonna make somebody hungry. That's just like an appetizer.
Mm-hmm. And you know the old school gangster shit. That's more of my lane. You know, we get it real popping when it comes to that.
let's get it. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can tap into that. Let's talk about that the mafia too, because I like that. You know, when you talk that talk, so let's tap into that. And Neef Buck, man, anytime you want to hop, you know, members will pull you up on stage, man. You know, he shared with everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Aaron Jones, he chilling. He's chilling. I'm like next joint. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. About Aaron Jones, because he definitely was approached. Matter of fact, damn, I'm gonna give y'all a story about state property, like because you got JBM members that don't like that the movie, the state property movie with Beanie Siegel.
What?
Yeah, so you got JBM members that didn't like the movie. So I'm next time we come on live, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, and then also members only. One of these days, maybe we'll do a Junior Black Mafia, and we'll get Tracy Mason up on here.
Yeah, I don't think he will come on here. He's not coming.
Yeah, he's old school. He's too old school for that. That's like old school. You know, that's the difference between old school and the newer shit.
Yeah, definitely. So soon, maybe I don't know, maybe Sunday or something.
Sure, man.
Yeah,
Sunday,
definitely. It could be before then too.
Whatever's good, man.
Yeah, it could be before that. Yeah, so I got a couple things I want to get off my chest. So I'm gonna definitely tap into. I'm gonna give y'all a story about how JBM members hated state property movie, and they felt as though they wasn't represented right. Yeah,
I want to hear that.
So I'm gonna definitely tap in on that on the live.
Cool. That's great. I'm down.
And I'm gonna definitely tap in on the Alpo. You know, they love when I speak on Alpo, so I'm gonna definitely tap in on some Alpo content. Some Preacher. I'm gonna get some new information on Preacher. And we just gonna go from there.
Nice. All right, fellas. Well, it's always good. Always good to sit with you. And everybody out there, be well, stay safe.
Y'all take care, man. And see y'all next time, and we out.
Peace.